It's time to ride it. 3, 2, 1, let's get it. Come on, pull up a chair.
Blue shirt. Brown eyes.
Yes.
Black and blue mouse.
Are we playing I Spy? Okay.
One fish,
We'll
two
play-
fish.
Okay.
Dog party on top of a
In
tree.
Yeah.
These are my childhood. Green
Is that
eggs
like beat poetry?
and
No ham.
no ham.
Green eggs, no ham.
Hot take: ham is awful.
Whoa. You're being serious with that take?
I actually am being serious with that take.
It's a hot take for sure. I had a ham sandwich today for lunch. And it slapped.
Wrong. Incorrect.
I'm sorry. I misspoke. It was terrible, I guess.
Welcome to the writer's room. We have a full minute of just nonsense. We are back.
That's what they come for. We're back.
Braydan is in a. Let's see, this would be a fourth location that he has been.
This is like
in.
6th or 5th location. I've been to many locations filming this show.
Yep.
I'm on vacation with my family at the beach, and I got put in this room with a bunk bed.
Whoa!
But it's just me.
Yeah.
It's just me on the bunk bed. They don't really tell you how sad it is to sleep on a bunk bed by yourself.
Yeah, you could get on top and piss yourself and then go to the bottom and let it drip on you. Didn't make that joke before recording and I'm now just repeating it. Definitely didn't do that. Absolutely not. Anyway.
Honestly, a little more out of pocket the second time you said it. Impressive. Well, yeah, we're back here in the writer's room. Nothing's going to stop us from making progress on this film. In the previous episode, do a quick recap. We just finished. We finally got out of sequence 2.1, that whole vibe out sequence. We finally were able to put that behind us. We're making progress. Now we're working towards the midpoint of this film. And last you saw us, we were devising a spooky, scary scene involving the Fresno Nightcrawlers. And object that I really want to make sure that we hone in on is causality. Making sure that everything that we introduce in this sequence definitely comes back and has immediate effect towards the midpoint. Because this is really the most
Sorry, the mug was it's very hot. I made it 10 minets ago, 15 minutes ago, and it's still really hot. Sorry, continue.
I don't even remember what I was saying.
Yeah.
Causality. We want to make sure that everything that we introduce in this sequence comes back in this sequence specifically. This is probably the most contained part of causality because I think audiences are going to pretty much expect it because it's in most movies. So we want to make sure we do that.
I think we do the effect and then the cause later.
That's a way to think about it.
Subverting expectations.
So, where do we... Oh, yeah. I mean, where do we end up in this sequence? We're at Monster Hunting HQ, and we realize that these folks are not able to be trusted to help Beignet. In fact, they are quite evil.
Yeah. Well, we're in sequence 2.2, so we do just end up at HQ. So I think we narrow it down to where do we end up in this bullet point?
Okay.
I think the next bullet point begins in Dallas. Comment if I'm wrong.
Like,
I think we picked Dallas.
Yeah. Is there a way that this sequence or this scene that we're about to write, where they end up almost at the front door of HQ, and then we can spend the majority of this sequence inside HQ and doing things in there? Or is there not enough intrigue inside those walls that we just kind of have to do a couple more parts of the journey to get there?
Well, it's more that I don't think that there's enough in Dallas for story. There's a lot in Dallas. Sorry, Dallas people. I haven't been. I'm sure it's a great city.
Yeah.
Story-wise, I don't think there's a ton in the HQ
so what
itself.
I'm hearing is you say.
In the HQ.
What I'm hearing is you say Dallas sucks. That's what I heard.
That's not what I said. Don't shoot me. I know you all have guns. No, stop that. They have cowboy hats and guns over there, bro.
Yeah, they do.
It's cool as fuck, actually.
Yeah.
Sure. In the HQ, I don't really think there's a ton of story besides they meet with not like the top dog, but like one of like the elder hunter people, whatever we want to call them.
Yeah.
And that just immediately just leads into whatever the ritual is going to be, where Jinye's in trouble.
Yeah, I want to spend a couple of pages setting up HQ. Like once we get there, maybe like I want to try to get to HQ as I'm trying to think, because you're right. I can't think of what would happen in this sequence or in this scene once we get there that we could do that actually like moves plot forward and is interesting to watch. That isn't just exposition, because that's kind of what it is. Getting to HQ is exposition. We meet more characters. We learn more backstory. We learn more maybe about what the Coyotes used to deal with, like his life. And then like, but where's the intrigue in that? So spending the least amount of time as we can. So I'm trying to think back to other films that I've written and have the midpoint comes up. I mean, the last feature film that I wrote where we get to the location. Yeah, yes, Cole. I see your hand is raised.
What if it's by design almost a little boring?
You mean like they're presenting a boring...
This is supposed to be the ending. As far as our audience knows, they have completed the journey. They're going to fix everything here. So it being a little boring, it's
yeah.
Okay. And then it turns into, oh no, it's not, it's not over. Oh, what? Who could have seen this coming?
Who could have seen that coming?
Who could have seen that
Except
coming?
when we like move the mouse a little bit and see that there's like a whole half of the movie left on the scroll on the little thing on the bottom. But who could have seen that coming?
This is in the theater, Braydan. Oh gosh, don't.
Oh yeah, sorry.
We're in the theater still.
That's actually really.
That's actually really embarrassing. That's embarrassing. That's humiliating. Oh.
I'm just gonna ask for
I'm
you.
attached to you too.
Let me zoom in real quick, audience. I believe in the power of movie theaters. I said the streaming joke, but the movie theaters are where magic happens. Okay. Fuck streaming services. Movie theaters are awesome. I think I defended myself there.
Breaking news: Braydan has been fired from the writers' room. Cole could not stand having.
I mean, that's the kind of comment that you would get fired for.
But yeah, that's my thought. Is we don't need anything here per se. I think we revisit HQ in a more interesting aspect in like the sequel. I think that might be a thing where we play with that a bit more. That's my opinion.
I guess maybe here's what I'm hearing and how my brain is braining when I hear that. If it's like boring, maybe what we've done, I think, is we're establishing an expectation with this monster hunting cult. I mean, look, we have monster hunters in Wild West. I mean, off the top of let's not beat around the bush. That's badass. That's cool. That's really cool. So what are you expecting the HQ to be like? Oh, it's like super rad. Like they're like practice fighting monsters and stuff, and like you're expecting all this and that. And huh? Oh, did you just cough?
Yeah, I just
like,
coughed. Yeah, no, yeah.
And you're like,
my homunculus is acting up. It's fine. God, that's so hot still. Anyway, that's not a real word as far as I know, by the way. That's a word my dad made up, actually. He'll be so stoked to hear that I used it.
That's something for Editor Cole to fact check, you know?
Shit.
Anyway. A lot of more work is becoming apparent. But
yes,
we've established an expectation for what I think audiences can envision when we have Monster Hunter, but they're in like an organization. There's clear expectations for what that HQ and what that place and those people look and act like. Mm-hmm. And I think what you're suggesting, which I think is very, very interesting in subverting expectations, is that when they get there, it's less militaristic and more bureaucratic. Like they go in the door and it's just like a bunch of monster hunters sitting around doing almost the equivalent of desk work. Mm-hmm. Like boring. And maybe not every branch of this cult is like that, because I don't think every cult operates the same way. I think there's maybe like a hierarchy and structure that's common, but maybe there is one that's like more rad and badass, like across the country, that does all the cool things. But not this one in Dallas, because maybe I think we did say that this was one of the bigger ones, right?
Yeah. But it's also
in a big
like
city.
It's 1860s big city, so it can't be a skyscraper. It has to. It's still.
Not, nothing like that. It's just, I imagine. I don't think this is a very large cult. We'll put that in quotes. But I think this is one of the larger, like, areas. So maybe they're so vastly concerned with like big picture stuff that they're not able to, or like they're so bureaucratic. Mm-hmm. And I think that kind of gets again into the theme of, once you reach a certain point of like heartlessness, that like basically everything kind of gets drained out of you. Because I mean, their whole life is killing animals, monsters, destroying nature, disrupting the flow of the balance of life. And so that kind of takes all the life and soul out of you. So I think this is like not dilapidated. Actually, no, I think it's like kind of run down. It's sad. Everyone's doing like, just like they look languid, almost like literally everything escaped my mind when I set that up. But I think we can picture what that feels like and what that looks like. Yeah,
and in my mind, it's not housing anybody. The hunters don't.
No.
I mean, maybe like the leader of the Texas HQ. Maybe he lives there, and like a couple of other like important dudes, but it's not housing all of the all of the hunters are out and about trying to just cover stuff, and they have like messenger stuff, and then they have important hunters that they trust, like the wolf, who's about to get his big promotion once we get in there.
Correct. Yeah, maybe it's like I think it's kind of like when you start off, you kind of do this like basic training, and you have to stay on grounds and prepare and like learn the things, and then you go out, and then most of the time you just never really come back because you're like out on the job. Yeah. But there are people that are in the HQ maintaining all of that, like messengers, like points of contact, and like the higher ups probably are around there all the time.
Yeah.
So very, very businessy, very like modern day businessy is how it kind of plays out. And then you open the secret door or whatever, and then we're doing blood magic shit and stuff.
I think, it's a big building for the time, but I think it's no more than 3 floors.
Yeah, I think
but
big,
big. Yeah, it is very wide and very lengthy. It's a girthy building.
Yeah. Almost like yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's more girthy than, There's an innuendo here, but everybody can infer.
How about? Yeah, we'll leave that up to the audience.
We'll leave up. Yeah.
Let's stop doing the jokes for them. Let's just suggest jokes and then they can fill in the things.
People over 18, leave a comment what you think it is.
Yeah.
Preferably over 18.
People under 18, get out of here. You're not.
Let it either get out of here or let it fly over your head because we are not about that.
You let the YouTube autoplay on and it's like 12 o'clock at night and you're not even watching us. So
yeah, just
go to bed and make sure you study for that math test tomorrow.
Well, leave us on though because we need the views.
Well, yeah, no, don't actually pay attention. You should be studying that math textbook. You know.
Yep. And don't be afraid to create. Good messaging from the writer.
That is good advice. Yes.
I was afraid to create for a long time, and then I wasn't. And then I met Braydan. And I laughed at him. And then
I forced him to.
And then we respected each other. I know I say I don't respect you during bits, but
multiple times, yeah.
Secretly.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Can't even bring yourself to say it. Can't even bring yourself to say it.
No, listen.
I've been listening. Yes. I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting. How long have we known each other? Like 2-3 years now? I've been waiting for this moment.
I've definitely said I respected you before.
And I gotta like...
Right.
I'm trying to do the pose where I you can see my feet in the background.
Maybe I haven't.
Kicked up. I can't do it.
Have I just bullied you the whole time? Oh no.
Oh god, this is like...
What have I done? What have I done?
You're just realizing how much of an asshole you've accidentally been.
Well, it's funny because I was bullied in high school and parts of college. So it's just like, that's crazy. I respect you.
Yeah.
And I mean that genuinely. And
I respect
it's not like little respect. It's a good amount of respect.
Big respect. Some might even say girthy respect.
I can't give you more than a good amount though, because I think we're still growing, and I want to give us both room to grow. We're in our early 20s, and
you could say that we're growers, not showers.
Not showers. That's over 18. Tell us what you think about that innuendo. But
tell us what you think about that one.
I'm gonna give some wisdom that isn't ancient but is good. For everybody that is early to mid 20s, and I'm going to give the late 20s a pass. This comes from my father. You're an idiot until you're 30. And I believe it. As a professional idiot, I believe it.
1,000.
Yep.
1,000%. Yeah.
Yep. That's right.
I'm about to turn 22, and I felt it. When I turned 20, I felt all the neurons just disappear. And then hopefully when I turn 30, they'll reappear.
Well, I gained more stupid neurons. So I actually had no neurons, and then I gained the stupid ones, and then the smart ones developed later on for me. Everybody's different though. If you don't have neurons right now, or you've lost them. Well, if you've lost them, I don't know, man. That might be your fault, actually.
If you're okay, so we had a message for if you're under 18, ask your biology teachers how the stupid neurons work. You probably want to know this, and they're not going to tell you if you don't ask.
True. There's never, ever. There's sometimes stupid questions. Sometimes I was thinking about it, and I was like, I was gonna say there are no stupid questions, but I heard.
Let's not endorse a really dumb question.
Well,
class.
I heard somebody asked me if we would walk on the sun one day. I was like, okay, I'm dumb as hell, and I know that we are never going to walk on the sun.
If Jesus can walk on water, maybe we can walk on the sun and burn alive.
If Superman comes to Earth in real life, somebody will be able to walk on the sun.
Yeah. Okay. Let's write that down, folks. Write that down.
Write that
When
down.
Superman comes,
This is
gotta
wisdom.
tell Cole James 25.
This
Yeah.
is wisdom. Yep. This is
Okay.
Yeah. So
Wiseness. Okay, so we know where we're ending up.
Yep.
Now it's about when do we get there in this sequence? How much time can we kill almost in getting to HQ that we can kind of dilly-dally in HQ, or we can kind of speed run this like exposition stuff? I feel like we need to spend enough time there for the big twist that it's all blanket organization, like we're behind the veil, for that to really land. I feel like we need to spend maybe like 3 or 4 pages at least in this sequence. And if each, or in that scene, and if each sequence is 15 pages, we gotta kill about 9 or so in the process of getting to HQ, but we can't just make it be disparate scenes. It has to really bridge together.
Yeah.
Here, more than I think any other part of the movie, it's where we have to have this to this to this.
Mhm.
So now we gotta figure that out. So let's start with what we know. Right now, we're doing scary scene in
Yeah, and this
the
is
nighttime scary scene with the night crawlers.
and this is essentially
How far do you think?
the purpose here is to create journey to get to HQ. That is kind of the purpose here. Is so that it's not just them
Right.
fast traveling to Dallas. They're actually going on a path to Dallas, in my mind. But we also have to
Do
include
you
this
think-
causality thing that I don't fully understand, but it has been explained to me
Okay.
multiple times.
Here's a thought that
Thought?
just occurred to me.
Okay. He's thinking.
Maybe it's something like Janier and the coyote walk over a crest or a ridge, and in the horizon they see the HQ. We're kind of like in Dallas. We're on the outskirts of Dallas, and the HQ is in the perfect position to be completely visible from where they are now. And it's like, oh, it's just down there, a few hundred clicks, whatnot. We were almost there. That's when the fog comes in. That's when the night crawlers come. Now it's like we have to pretty much the only way to protect ourselves from the night crawlers is getting into the HQ walls. So we have to get there through the fog, through all these night crawlers, things like that.
I like that, but here's the thing.
I'm listening.
Do you want city lights invading your scary, glowy nightcrawler scene?
Well, that's before the fog comes in. Just enough of a time before the fog comes in that we can get the bit of information that, oh, look, the place we need to go is right over there.
Okay.
Then the fog comes in, then we can't see Jack.
Okay, so then
I still
literally,
think they're far enough away for the fog to kind of kill the lights.
literally.
Yeah.
What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I
And
doing?
so
What am I doing? What the fuck am I doing?
that also, I think you keep going. I'm gonna talk some more.
Yep.
I think this setup also allows for there to be a hanging sense of tension when we're in the HQ. I think the night crawlers follow them all the way to the fence or the gate of the HQ, and they're out there and they're breaking in, and some of the people in HQ are fully on deck to protect against the night crawlers. So not like we're on a timer. The monsters are like banging on the door outside, and we have to figure out everything we need to figure out very quickly.
Huh.
What's up?
Well, I had the thought of, were there lights or not in 1860? And there were lights.
Yeah, there were.
Well, I don't know that.
Well, this is why we learn and do research.
That's what I just did. So,
So you can't say, audience, that we don't do research. 'Cause
city
we
lights
did.
can be seen What just happened? Gleaming in the horizon.
I know we want this to be a horror scene, and we're definitely going to try to write it as such and kind of beat it out as such. But as it stands, what it's reminding me of right now is the ending to the Ari Aster film Eddington that just came out a couple months ago by the time we're filming this. I won't get into specifics as to avoid spoilers, but it's a great movie. If you really like weird stuff and political satire, you should check it out. But at the end of that movie, the main character is kind of running around through a dark wilderness type desert. I think that's kind of reminiscent for what we're trying to do here. Running away from evil people. But we make it a little bit more scary than in the movie. It was quite hilarious.
What the shit? Okay.
You're doing it.
Okay. And then... Rules and... Ignore that temp dialogue, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Jinier, is that the HQ? The coyote? Yeah, bruh.
Oh, that's perfect. You know?
For when we come out on Spotify.
I can hear his voice.
Yeah. A glimmer of light.
Glimmer of light?
Surrounds the path.
So we have a slight direction of where we need to go.
Yeah, so what I'm gonna set up here is another like traveler gets killed.
Okay.
That's what I want to do.
I like how you rewrote this, because I remember we had this up earlier.
Yeah.
Where they see a monster trap that someone almost sets off. I kind of like, maybe it is these other travelers, and Coyote and Junier maybe see this trap that they get caught in and then are brutally killed by the Fresno Nightcrawlers because they're sitting ducks.
So my thought with that was, to us, we look at this path and there's almost nothing but like one thing out of place. And it's like, I don't know, like Dover demons or something, some other monster or whatever, has set this thing for people to be like, what in the world? And then they pounce. And my plan there was to have a traveler just get destroyed because he didn't notice it. But the coyote was like, oh boy. So I don't know if that could fit with these. Smaller... it'd be like a pack hunter monster kind of thing that we'd have to figure out. But that was my initial thought. I think we're gonna do a similar enough thing in here that might just be pushed to the side, or maybe it's a different moment that's saved for a future something. But it was almost gonna be like a situation where in like I don't know if you've seen A Quiet Place, but when the old dude like his wife has been killed and he screams. I wanted to set up a thing like that where there's a big panic and they have to run. But that's not, I don't think that would fit with the Nightcrawlers. Because we're going to want to see them, we're going to want to dance around with them a little bit, and we're going to kind of want to play around with this.
I mean, I remember what we suggested in the last episode, that maybe they behaved like anglerfish and they had an appendage that they were able to dangle or something to lure people, and then they like come out and pounce.
That's what I'm about to set up, I think.
Yeah, I like that. And then once we kind of establish that that's what the Fresno Nightcrawlers do, then we can just show them, and then maybe their other attempts at luring Coyote and Jeunet into danger?
I don't know how to spell. It's fine.
Is it like a bioluminescent appendage that they're able to
Let me.
swing around?
I almost want to say it's almost more like. It's almost more like an atmosphere that they can create. Like they're able to wave these beautiful lights. Maybe there's like it's like a harpy singing or something where it's like a beautiful, like they're just surrounded by beauty. And then all of a sudden the foot comes up that nobody can see and it's just, and that's it.
Yeah. Okay.
Something to that effect.
So yeah, like they're kind of like creating a mirage of beautiful lights and sounds that kind of lures you into a false sense of security.
Another traveler slowly appears in the fog. The coyote and Jeunet watch observe him. They're just like on the path. They walk maybe a little further, and it's just like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
The traveler, and I'm gonna turn this over to you at some point because you said you love scary things. I just wanted to do a little setup for you.
You quite love scary things.
The traveler is starry-eyed as I wanna. How do I create this? As glowy fabrics dance around him in the air. Nothing seems to be attached to them, creating our anglerfish idea. Attested. What the fuck? Attached. A slight humming creates a soothing feeling as the lights dance away. The traveler. Oh, you're okay. The travelers.
Yeah.
That's crazy. We'll have to read that for peeps here in a minute. Dance away the travelers. I'm gonna say the lights start to surround the coyote and Jeunet. And then suddenly, jump scare.
Do we want to do jump scare though? Because I have a counterpoint to that.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Jump scare, fine and dandy, yeah. That's scary. Also, what if this leg slowly enters frame, slowly wraps around the head, and then pulls up?
I almost wonder if it would be more terrifying if it slowly wraps around him, and they're just like, "Oh, this is so cool," and then it just starts killing him, and he starts just whoever's getting attacked starts screaming. So there's two ways. You know what, I'm gonna turn it over to you now because I've done my setup, and I think you should. I'm gonna read what we have so far to our viewers.
Yeah, let's do that.
So the two walk on a path getting up to a ridge. The coyote stops and looks around. City lights can be seen gleaming in the horizon. Janier is at the HQ. This is temporary dialogue. He's at the HQ. The coyote, yeah, bro. A fog rolls in, taking us to kind of them continuing down the path. A glimmer of light surrounds the path. The coyote is immediately suspicious. He's under the he has the information that usually if a fog rolls in, there's something coming along with it in this world. In this case, it's night crawlers. A small family of travelers slowly appears in the fog. The coyote and Janier observe him. Observe them.
Bam.
Because I originally had the travelers. The family is starry-eyed as glowy fabrics dance around them in the air. Nothing seems to be attached to them. The kids dance around giddily. Coyote places a hand on his revolver. A slight humming creates a soothing feeling as the lights dance away the travelers. The lights start to surround the coyote and Janier. And that's kind of where we're at the moment. And now Braydan is going to do his thing. And us low-lifers are going to watch as his brilliant mind works.
Not low-lifers. Not brilliant mind either. I'm not Russell Crowe over here and seeing things dance around my head.
Yeah.
Slowly.
Okay. Slowly.
Gangly. Very kind of like, yeah.
Indiana Jones whip sound effect appears.
Yeah.
How does a sound effect appear, actually?
Wilhelm scream .wav.
Yeah, it's just the words. It's not even the sound effect. It's just the file name in there.
Yeah, it's just like Wilhelm scream .mp3. Well, that's not how it's supposed to sound.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Now I'm just thinking of a movie where all the sound effects are just an actor in a studio saying what the sound effect is supposed to be.
I think it'd be even funnier if a title card just appeared. It's just a title card just on the screen. You just read this is the sound effect that was supposed to be here, but we were hardworking enough to put it in there as words, but we were too lazy to actually do the sound
hard enough to act as the sound, yeah. The top and wrap around. Who do you want to die first?
Hey man, you created this family. I was only gonna have one dude die.
The kids have to watch. The kids have to watch the mom die.
I thought you were gonna torture the kids first, but this is interesting. Let's see.
No.
Let's see what
the kids have to live with the horror of watching their parents die, and then they get the sweet release of death.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's continue.
Also, then we have a little bit of a bit where Janier and the coyote have to like protect these kids, and ultimately, I think, fail to do so.
They could also let the kids die. We're gonna go with your version.
That's a kick the cat moment if I ever heard one. No one would root for these characters after that.
That's correct, yes.
But then the webbed foot wraps around her head.
Is it webbed?
Yeah, I kind of feel like it was like so it could wrap around the face. And kind of,
let me.
Or what would you?
Well, let me
what
just.
Would you like?
Let me. I don't have a problem with webbed. Let me pitch this to you. Did you ever see Nope?
I have seen Nope.
That spoilers. The, I guess, UFO looks almost entirely
Yeah.
like a sheet, like a blanket.
Yeah. Mhm.
So I was wondering if we should do that, and I wonder if that would be almost scarier if they were like sheets, but still moved with those crazy legs like that. Like
Oh,
they
but
didn't.
it's like it's so thin that it's like a sheet leg, and like their whole body is kind of like
Yeah, but it's
flowy
like
like
they're
that.
not. They're moving like they're bony, and like they have these like bony legs, but it's more just like.
I do kind of like they're kind of
Yeah,
like
it creates the strangest movement with the strangest like skin material, but I do think like what we've discussed about how they kill is the same. But that's just a pitch. You don't have. Oh my god, you deleted it. You don't have to listen to me on these things.
no, yeah, no. I think it's kind of like there's a very obvious through line to what I suggested, what you suggested. It's like it's not exactly a webbed foot, but it's like a big piece of fabric that kind of like is able to kind of
It can
stretch out, and maybe
Engulf them.
we do see kind of like this bone outline because this like their fabric like skin is so thin and see through that you can like,
Ew!
see kinda,
Oh,
like,
that's awful. I
bones.
love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
she's,
terrible.
like bony skin wraps around her face and starts to suffocate
Yeah,
her.
that's a great idea, but I hate that so much.
Yeah, it's horrific. It's awful. It's great. I love it. All right, so we'd set up here that Coyote places a hand on his revolver. What's the easiest way out of the situation? Coyote pulls, draws, fires. Everyone's saved. But we have to get him distracted. And what I suggest is that just before Coyote can draw and fire, I think we need to bring back that Jeanne is infected with monster blood, and she's got to have a bit of a situation with that, I think.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've kind of we've forgotten about. I think she needs to have moments of pain where she like throughout the whole thing where she's like maybe she'll turn,
Yeah,
maybe she
I
won't.
think we can definitely work on that as we get into the script, and we kind of like build it up. But now I think is kind of the perfect time to really have the first really big attack that kind of really messes her up.
I'm going
But
to
definitely progressively building up to a point right here.
I'm gonna put a note at the top here above Act 1. Just to say,
FYI.
just so that we don't forget, and that way when we revise, we can plan it a little bit better.
Yeah.
Like write down moments. The protagonist. Jeanne. Yay. Experiences episodes of pain and possible near changing after being infected with monster blood.
Can we maybe sneak in a secondary horror through line in this scene? I'm seeing, okay, now this has got me thinking. If she's turning into a monster slowly throughout this whole film.
Mm-hmm.
And she's been having pain attacks and like maybe things that are sort of akin to seizures and things like that that are like really physically apparent and damaging. But it's because she's slowly turning into a monster. So we can do all that subtle stuff that you would expect in every single movie that would do this, up at the top. But then I think here is a perfect opportunity for her to actually start showing that she's turning into a monster.
Yeah.
Slowly and surely.
Yeah. Well,
So body,
I even
horror,
wonder.
time.
I even wonder if like she gets like visions, like she gets like these hallucinations of like what's foreshadowing, like what's gonna end up happening to her. But that's something we can think about later.
Yeah. I think it kind of also really goes back into like what is the property of each monster's blood? Because I know we mentioned like, does the Yuli blood have premonition abilities, or does whatever Jeannie's monster blood that she's infected with, does that give her a special power? Things like that. I think we can continue to meditate on, because I don't really know if it's super necessary to get into the weeds of that right now, while we're just working out basic plot structure.
Yeah.
But something to put on the old noggin, on the back burner of the noggin. You know,
yeah, and I think I don't know that we can create an episode of Pain where she's kind of like her body's changing in this severity until we figure out what she turns into, because we still have no idea. We have a lot to pick from, but I because I haven't had time, have not researched more into the Chinese monster thought.
Right.
Although we could do that now if we think we do want to definitely do this, because we do only have about 15 minutes left.
Yeah. We could pause real quick, continue this thought process in the next episode, and maybe we kind of figure out what monster we want Jeunie to become, so that in the next episode we can maybe finish this scene and get into HQ. I think that's a good call before we get any further in the sequence and do some work that we want to kind of change. That
so
really.
Do we want to look into Chinese monsters just to see?
Yeah, let's take a look and see if there's anything that draws our interest, and if we can weave it in a convincing way, I think we can definitely go that route, because that would be very interesting.
So I'm gonna go ahead and full screen us.
But wait, hold on. If she's infected by a monster, does she just become the monster that she's been infected by?
I like to think that everybody's DNA is different, and when it happens, it changes them into kind of their DNA that they're most closely kind of related to. I think it's like a monster.
So like you have a spirit animal.
Like a spirit animal. That's how I like to look at it.
Brings it out. I kind of really like that idea.
And it's like, I think that like not all of these monsters were at one point human. I think they came because like this is a world where monsters exist, but it's like they weren't always naturally here. Maybe there was like some magical dimension that they came from and they invaded and then they couldn't leave, or something to that effect.
Yeah. Yeah. I like the idea that you have a monster within you that's just waiting to be unleashed, and like there are, I think maybe not the majority, but a good chunk of the monsters in the world are people that have been transformed, or that they started off that way, and like there's like different accounts for how this monster stuff really started, but it's kind of like the through line is humans.
Yeah. That is cool as hell.
Oh yeah, that's really cool.
I know we talked about not doing a dragon, but I want to see what matches the personality of our characters. So it's more exclusively. So it's more of an emperor monster. Okay. Brings the dates. This is more of a god than a monster. That's another dragon. These are all kind of dragons.
There's a lot of dragons.
Well, I think this is a dragon section. Oh my lord, that's a big one.
That's rad.
All right, so Phoenix. Virtue,
Classic.
righteousness, courtesy, benevolence, and faith.
Doesn't really fit our character.
I don't think so. Cool as hell, but
Well,
I don't...
we designed her to be a character with a lot of skeletons in her closet. So I think something like that kind of brings that into it. As a former assassin, as a former thief, she's not perfect, but she's trying to take a new lease on life.
Yeah. Morally qualified as a king, but won't be one. One of the luckiest, happiest. Yeah, I'm not feeling this. Turtle.
Turtles. Not really a monster.
Well, it's like giant turtle, I think. Longevity, firmness, gratitude, and loyalty. I'm not feeling that either. Okay. So it's a snake woman. They protected human beings, which is within Janier's character now? Kind of? I don't know. Nine-tailed fox. Well, let's see. Represents love, happiness. Nah, no. Ooh, hold on.
Okay.
Eats everything but never excretes. Okay, that's a crazy detail. I don't know why that matters. But,
yeah. Who in the Chinese lore came up with that detail? Like, what's the importance of that? I'm asking genuinely. I'm not trying to make a joke or anything.
Yeah.
I would like to understand.
So this is what it represents. I do like this.
Powerful.
And let me tell you why.
Arm.
Maybe this is her inner demon. And she was an assassin, kind of where she comes from. And she maybe wasn't the best person. So maybe this monster change represents the worst parts of her past.
Yeah. I see it. Till now, people who pray for fortune and protection will use the statue of this monster. Okay, so
yeah.
I think that could kind of hint at, some of her demons.
So let's keep.
I
think we keep this one in mind.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
That's cool.
We pressed under a giant turtle shell. Hold a large amount of water in his stomach. Okay.
Huh?
Protects humans from massive floods and evil monsters. He doesn't represent anything though, which is fine. I mean,
yeah.
I think. Okay. So it poisons water. I mean, he's kind of just like a giant hydra.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it seems like. I mean, it's not, but it is very different. But it's. I don't know. We don't want it to be like. I don't think we want a poisonous monster in our swamp area. I don't. Is it a bird? What is that?
Yeah, it looks like a bird.
Initially a considerable whale. So that's. Oh, and then it becomes an enormous bird. It's another phoenix.
2 eyeballs in each eyes?
Wait, what?
That's freaky.
Oh.
It says
ew.
2 eyeballs in each eye. That's freaky.
Yeah, that is freaky. It is really cool.
It scares evil monsters away.
Here's the thing. I don't think we can pick a good monster. You know, I
guess not.
I think we
It
have to
doesn't really-
pick something evil.
Yeah.
White.
Not aggressive.
Fox. Oh, hello.
Okay. Eats and excretes fire.
That's cool. So it's eating its own
Yeah.
shit. It
So
said that
it-
if a piece of meat gets a
Someone
pregnant-
had too much Taco Bell, am I right?
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah.
Okay, this one's evil. So
Feeds on humans.
Feeds on humans.
Eats people's heads.
Tiger with 2 enormous wings and is the size of a giant cow. So it's almost like a griffin, but it's tiger with wings.
He would give animals to rude and evil people to encourage their bad behaviors.
So this would be interesting
That's
because the
interesting.
coyote represents the opposite of this.
Yeah. And also, who are the rude and evil people that kill all the animals in this world? The monster hunters.
So I think this is so far the best one. So far. We're
Yeah.
about halfway down
Yeah,
on
that
this
one's
list
really
that we
good.
found. But let's for sure, I think if we don't find another one, this one's it.
Yeah.
Okay. That's just a leopard with 5 tails. I don't think that's gonna fit what we want for this final fight.
Yeah, interesting, but
Obviously, we could change these in theory to kind of work better, but it's in
yeah.
a state where people
Yeah, for
hold
sure.
snakes in 2 hands.
Okay.
So she's a snake, I guess. All right.
I can't tell that one.
Never hurts people.
No.
Okay, this is a creature of natural disasters. So if you see when a flood comes, just a giant glowing deer. I actually do like this kind of aesthetic, but I feel like
Yeah.
we already have that with the night crawlers, because it's a
Yeah, I
thing
feel
of
like the
beauty
Fresno
that's
Night Crawlers stuff.
yeah, it's a thing of beauty that's also dangerous.
Mhm.
Luck, happiness. It's another phoenix. Horse
Pegasus.
with. Yeah, it is basically a Pegasus. Yeah. Not really feeling that one.
Ow, woo.
This one's very mystical.
Mhm.
I almost want something more mystical. But let's see. Giant cow with 4 massive horns and long hair. They were born on the darkest side of the world, ferocious, and only take human flesh as their food.
Yeah. So far, I'm still liking the second one that we really liked.
The tiger with wings.
Yeah, I'm vibing with that one still.
I am
Gross.
too. I just wish it didn't have wings and it kind of had. I don't know. I wish it was
Could
more
we look
mystical.
Could we look up other designs of that monster? Maybe there's. Whoa.
That's crazy. I like this too,
That's
by the way. Mainly just based on the picture. I don't know that it represents.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they were born on the darkest side of the world. Maybe she like that just represents her past. But it's very
Yeah.
mystical looking to me. But this thing is
Yeah.
a baby with extra limbs and wings.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's freaky. As I'll get out.
Oh, what are you?
I kind of want to look at more designs of the other one. Maybe there's some more art out there that kind of maybe we could pull from.
Yeah, I agree. I'm just kind of scrolling through these kind of last couple, maybe.
Yeah.
Got a little while to go. Ooh, that's
Cool.
yeah. Yeah, and we can't pick any of the humanoid ones because, yeah, we want to like You are really interesting. All right, let me go back up. It's about halfway, I think. There it is.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna try to pronounce that one.
No, I would not like to butcher that.
Yeah, that's a good call.
This list will be credited and linked in the description. Editor Cole, I trust you will handle that.
Yeah, editor, do that.
Yeah. So this was more lion-like, so I don't know if I trust that. It's got a lot of horns, it seems like. It's very tiger.
And we have artistic license to maybe kind of change up, because I don't think we want to do just big cat with wing and horns. Kind of want to get more into like monster type design with this creature.
Yeah, and I think a thing that I'm struggling with is I'm not used to like I don't know, when I hear, and this is the white in me, but when I hear Chinese monster, I'm thinking of something without wings that can fly, like those dragons that are more like serpents, like
the white in you.
going through the air. So that's kind of what I was hoping for. That wasn't a dragon. Like it had like long like tails that would just kind of like let it swim through air. But I honestly, for people like me to subvert that expectation, I think is a great idea. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I kind of like this.
So I think we go with this. I don't know who this is.
Yeah,
I have no idea. I have no idea who these people are.
No. There's a cool way that we could probably make this really cool and really scary looking.
I think
There's
even
potential.
as it is, it's covered in horns and it's tiger and bird thing. And you know, if we're gonna pull from Folklore, I think I know we made some small changes to like the Nightcrawler with the legs, but that's like the only thing. We've stayed true to everything. So I really think
to the spirit of what they are in the Folklore. I enjoy that we were doing that.
Yeah. I'm gonna let's see.
Let's save a photo so we can save as a reference.
Let's see.
I'm staring down the barrel of that what appears to be furry fan art of this monster right next to the image you have pulled up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Alright, there. So now I've kind of got that in there. Okay, so we've kind of gotten that figured out.
So we have a vibe and a direction of where to go. Obviously, now that we have the monster, we have an angle of making some of these monster transformations start to take effect here. We'll go back and amend earlier parts of this story where we have Jeunet have pain and other sort of like panic attacks around as she slowly turns within. Now in this sequence, when we probably get to some of the more scary parts of this movie, she's going to start to turn into a monster. Very visibly. And so now that we have the monster in place, now we know what that's going to look like. So I don't know if she starts to grow wings yet, but some freaky stuff.
Yeah, I think
maybe not so fun for her about to happen.
I think we have to keep it subtle until the actual change happens. Like I think at most we do like some teeth or something, but we don't want to give her
hand starts to, like, grow.
Well, we don't want to give her any advantage. I don't think.
Okay,
but that's just me. There's conversations I think to be had on that end of things, but
very true.
I think we've got a thing there, and we will finish this scene in the next episode. We are about
Thank
to
you so much,
record
everyone.
in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, well, really just like taking a peek behind the curtain. I mean, it would be very apparent when the next episode, and I'm still in this like blank ass bunk bed ass room. But thank you everyone so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, if you enjoyed it, please feel free to leave a like and down there wherever you put the like button. It would mean a lot to us. We appreciate that. If you don't like it, feel free to hit that dislike. But the rule is you have to leave a comment down telling us what you didn't like so that we can improve. We're always trying to make a better show for you and do anything that we can more enjoyable. So you got to let us know, and we won't know what to do if you don't tell us. We gave them a prompt to comment, and I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, their suggestions for what our jokes earlier meant. You can ignore that if you're at this point of the video. Comment down below your thoughts and any ideas that you have for this film, because we'd love to hear it. We're gonna read them. Can't promise that we're gonna put it in, but we're definitely gonna consider it, and we would appreciate any help and guidance. If you found yourself searching for the writer's room, there's a lot of writer's room out there on YouTube, and we admit that the name is kind of like, oh, we kind of just stuck with it, and now it's a bit too late to change the name. But there's a lot of writer's room out there, but this is the one you want to go to. So why don't you hit the subscribe button and hit that bell beside it to get notified when we post a new video, and you can just it's like a click of the button right on the homepage of YouTube to get right here. It's so easy, and it costs nothing. I don't know if you think it does cost something, but it doesn't. Let me assure you. You're going to want to come. You just want to hit the subscribe button and come right here. Lickety split. Cole, do you have anything to add to that?
What's your favorite dessert in the comments? In addition
let's do
to
that.
the other stuff.
What's your favorite desserts?
Yeah.
Cole, what's your favorite dessert?
It depends. If I'm going, well, because there's fruity and then there's like chocolatey. You know, there's like the two kind of things.
Yeah.
If it's
I can do
fruity,
those categories.
it's like a cherry cheesecake. If it's chocolatey, my grandmother / dad makes a mean peanut butter pie. And I'm just like, oh!
That sounds pretty cool.
But yes, what about you?
For a second, I thought that you were saying grandma / dad as that being like the same person, but I understand that.
That'd be crazy. We'll have
That
my
would be
dad
crazy.
/ grandmother on.
I guess I should answer.
Yeah.
Audience, folks at home, I'm not a big sweet person, so I would say my favorite dessert, and please don't flame me, but I love a good oatmeal raisin cookie.
Oh, dude. Oh my god. Yes.
A little cinnamon in that?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes. No, like anybody that hates on that, you're wrong.
You're lame.
You're just wrong.
Yeah.
And you deserve to be
Wrong.
punched. Actually, you know what? I'll hit you so hard we will both cry.
I will personally punch you, and that shows you how much I care.
Yeah. Your great grandfather will feel it. Will hit you so hard. Just like-
Yeah. It'll go all the way back down the family tree. All right. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and we'll see you
next
in the next
time.
episode. Well,
Goodbye.
let's film in like 2 minutes.
In 2 minutes. Bye-bye.